Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. My name is Heather and I'm going to take you through a new moon flow. New moons are a time for us to plant seeds and set our intentions, and that is really the theme of today's class, so I will see you on the mat. We will begin with seed pose. So unlike child's pose where your hips are further apart, you want to bring your legs in together, bring your arms beside you and your forehead is touching the mat. And just relax your shoulders. Just take a few breaths, just settle here, coming into this present moment. New moons are a time for us to plant new seeds. So in this seed pose, intention for the next moon cycle. Could be a feeling you want to cultivate, an affirmation such as I am abundant. Or maybe you want to visualize something. And slowly roll up inch by inch, and we'll move into tabletop pose. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we'll do a few rounds of cat and cow to warm up the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the spine, one more time. Exhale, round the spine. Come into neutral spine and we'll move into thread the needle. Bring your left hand a little bit closer in towards you. Your right arm is reaching up towards the sky, and thread the right arm underneath, and your right ear and shoulder are touching the mat. You could extend the left arm straight for a deeper stretch, or keep pressing in towards the left hand. To welcome in the new, we have to release the old, and sometimes that can be things that are stuck inside our bodies. So yoga is a great place to release all that. Release this side, push into your left hand, open up your right arm, see if there's any more space, and we'll switch sides. Right hand comes in a bit closer towards your body, left arm reaches up towards the sky, and thread it under your left ear and shoulder touching the mat, and your right arm can go straight overhead for a deeper stretch, or you can press into the right hand. So whatever you've been carrying these last 4 weeks that are no longer serving you, you have permission to release it. If it's not making you happy, if it's not serving you, it's time to let it go. And release, push into your right hand. Open up the left arm to the sky and bring it back down. We'll move into downward facing dog. Spread through all 10 fingers, push back, pushing into your heels, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. And if your heels don't touch the mat, that's completely fine. You might find during this practice you gain a little bit of flexibility. Bring the right foot to the top of the mat and bring the left knee down for a low lunge. Engage your core and bring both arms up. You have an option to stay here, or you can bring your left hand to the back of the left thigh, yes, and right arm reaches up overhead. So a nice deep side stretch and bend. Keep bending into the right knee as well. Opening up, creating space for our new intentions. And release. Frame the foot. And lift up the left knee. Push into your left hand and open up with the right arm straight. Or you can also bring the left knee down instead if that's more comfortable for you. For an easy twist. Twists are great for detoxifying, releasing. And bring the hand back down and we'll move into a plank pose. If you don't feel the strength just yet, you can do it on your knees or lift both knees up. Engage the core and push back into downward facing dog. Come back to your intention as we move to the second side. Left leg to the top of the mat. Your right knee comes down to the mat. Engage the core and lift both arms up, shoulders away from the ears. Option to stay here or bring your right hand to the back of the right leg and open up with the left arm reaching up overhead. You might find that one side is a bit more flexible than the other. Keep pushing into the left knee. And come back up. Push into the right hand, lift the back knee off and we'll move into easy twist. Left arm reaches up. Again, you can drop the right knee if that's more comfortable for you, or you can lift up the right knee, looking up towards the hand. Core engaged. You're doing amazing. And bring the hand back down, move into plank pose, or you can do it on your knees just for a brief moment. Our core is our powerhouse, our passions live there. So really engage the abs and then push back into downward facing dog. Well done. We'll move into a high lunge, right leg to the top of the mat. Engage the core and lift up. Both arms reach up overhead now. Just feel your power, feel your strength. Push into the right heel and lift the left knee up. So this is great for building strength, and we'll move into tree pose from here. There's a lot of bugs crawling all over me. Bring the left foot to the right thigh. I'll just show you from the side so you can see a few alternations. You can bring your left foot onto the shin, the inner thigh, but not the knee. We'd want to protect the knee joint. And you can bring both hands into prayer position. You can keep your hands on your hips or lift both arms up to the sky, just like branches. We started from a seed and now we are watering our plant so we can become a beautiful tree, laying the foundations to manifest our dreams. And release, shake it out. And we will take a flow, feet hip width apart. Inhale, arms rise up overhead, look up. Exhale, forward fold, come down. You can keep bending your knees if you want, or keep them straight for halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins, look forward, spine straight. Hands to the mat, bend the knees, step back into plank pose. You can stay here or come onto your knees as we move into chaturanga. Shift forward, elbows bent. Belly to the mat, push into your hands and lift the upper body off the mat. Shoulders hugging back for cobra. And release, push back into downward facing dog. And second side, left leg to the top of the mat. Engage the core and lift both arms off the mat, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Oh, this is like so cute, wish you could see this. There's like 3 butterflies doing a little party over there. It's so beautiful. I love being in the garden. And butterflies are a symbol of transformation, so maybe that's a sign for all of us that change is happening. And push into your left heel and lift your right leg off the mat. Engage the core, feel your strength, and we'll move into tree pose again. Shin or inner thigh. It's okay if you shake, if you fall out. Bring your hands to prayer position, or you can have them hands on your hips for extra stability. Or if you want to challenge yourself, lift both arms up to the sky. Rooting down through your left foot. And release. And we'll just do one more flow. Feet hip width apart, bend your knees, and then lift up, gathering this beautiful energy. Exhale, forward fold, come down. Inhale, halfway lift, spine straight. Exhale, plank pose. Exhale, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog where your legs are off the mat, or you can stay in cobra. And then push back into downward facing dog. And from here, we are going to stoke the fire a little bit, because new moons, like I said, they're all about planting new seeds, igniting our passions. Shift forward into plank pose and engage the core. Activating our solar plexus. And then come down into forearm plank. Core still engaged. Feel it shake. And release into Sphinx pose. Shoulders pushing back, chest open, heart open. Trusting whatever is coming to you at the time of this new moon. And release, push back into child's pose, big toes together, hips apart, bring your glutes to your heels. Arms in front of you and your forehead to the mat. So we have ended where we began, as a seed to a tree. But when we plant our seeds, we also need to water them, to nurture them. And with that in mind, slowly come out of child's pose, and we will move onto our backs in whatever way you want to get there. Slowly lower down. And we will move into waterfall pose. This is more of a yin pose, but I thought about watering the seeds for this new moon. So to do this, you want to lift both legs up off the mat, just like that, and that is it. You can keep your knees bent, or if you have a wall close by, you can keep both legs on the wall. And the intention here is to reverse the blood flow, and this is a great pose for calming the mind, for stress release. It's a very grounding pose, and the word waterfall made me think of us watering our seeds. So while you're here, just come back to your intentions, your new moon wishes, and imagine you are watering them. Slowly bend your knees and release your feet back down to the mat. And the last pose will be reclined butterfly. I think seeing these beautiful butterflies in the garden reminded me of all the abundance, and they symbolize good luck and wishes. Bring the soles of your feet together and allow your hips to open wide. Doesn't matter how wide they get, you can keep pillows or cushions underneath here. You can keep your hands at your lower belly if you'd like to connect to your breath. Or if you'd like to increase the stretch here, you can bring both arms up overhead as well. And this will open up your shoulders and open up your heart as well. And this is a great pose to physically and spiritually open ourselves up to new ideas, new abundance, new beginnings. And just like the butterfly, we are transforming. Take one deep breath in, exhale with an audible sigh. Wherever you are, bring your feet back together and we will move into Shavasana just for a couple of minutes to take up space. You can keep your palms facing upwards to receive. And just allow your body to relax, release, and surrender. And trust that everything is working out for you. And in time, your manifestations will come true. You don't need to know how or when. Just trust in the universe and trust in yourself. Take a deep breath in, fill up your lungs and exhale, release, let it go. Begin to move your fingers and your toes, maybe even move your head side to side. As we come back to the present moment. Bend both knees and move onto one side, whichever one you want. And just take a moment here to thank yourself for showing up today, for committing to your practice. And push into your hand to come up to take a seat. And bring both arms out, palms up to receive. Let's gather this energy. Bring both arms up to touch, to prayer position, and bring these wishes into your heart. This or something better manifests for me. Trust that and believe that. We bow forward. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful new moon and may all your manifestations come true. Thank you for practicing with me, and please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to support me, to help it growing. I also have EFT on here. I've got some meditations, so why not take a browse? There'll be some videos on the screen here that you can check out. Thank you so much, and I will see you hopefully in another video.